Hey everybody, happy Thursday. I'm getting ready to go over 3, 6, 9, 12 different types of sneakers today. Got some Air Jordans, some Pumas, some Converse, some Reeboks, some Panda Dunks, some Yeezys that I'm going to see if are real, some Blazers, some Converse, and some other pair of Nike. So I got 12 pairs to go through today. Ooh, I'm not excited about cleaning sneakers, but if you don't post, you don't sell. So let me get some tunes on. Let me get these lights on. Let's get to rolling. Today I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna do a lot of research. I'll do the research after I clean them. Most of these are some obscure models. Nothing too special today, but I gotta get through it. First, I got some Jordan 1 mids, size 8 in men's. Laces are absolutely cooked. They're really dirty. Let me get my little logo plug in. All right, we got some Jordan 1 mids, really, really dirty. Men's 8, bottom of the soles are a little cooked. Obviously, I can't sell it for much, but they're in structurally good shape, no sole separation anywhere, so we're gonna clean them. Next, I got some Puma joints. Laces are extremely dirty. I'm not gonna waste my time. It's better just to replace them. Some Pumas. These are women's 9.5. Ooh. Another pair of Pumas. Really, really dirty. Sometimes I wonder why I didn't clean these. But there's something for everyone. These are in structurally good shape. They just are really, really dirty. I got these out of a very large bundle. And these are kind of the tail end of that bundle as far as quality or popularity. But I make sure I go through my whole bundle. These are frayed and messed up, so these laces, I'm going to cook them. So I got some threads off of it. Threads here and there, you can see it. After I clean them, I usually clip all the threads. Although these are really dirty. See what we can do. Next, I got some Reebok joints with some cheetah print on it. These laces are a special cream color. So even though they're a little dirty, they look pretty unique to the sneakers. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these. Try to get them the best I can. The shoes have spill spots on them. But they look in really good shape. So I'm going to take the time and just clean these laces real quick. So these I'll hold to the side. The music may cut off to go to my glasses. I gotta take some content with these glasses. Oh wait, oops. I'm so used to tossing laces that I toss these by accident. These gotta go to the side. Again, I got some Reeboks to clean. Really, really good shape. Just a little dirty. Got some patent Jordans. Extremely, extremely dirty. I bet you I get these looking good though. There it goes, like I said. Alright, we'll prep these for cleaning. These are really, really dirty. So we're going to delace these. Get them prepped for cleaning. Laces seem to be in really good shape though, so I will hand clean these along with the other laces from other shoes. These sneakers are hurting. Let's see how good we can get them. Really, really dirty. These are a men's 9.5. I forget the model of these. I've had these before. They look legit. We'll see. these are dirty. We gotta clean these J's. They are pretty fried. I think we can get them looking pretty good though. We'll see. Next, got some Panda Dunks. The laces are fried. I would never give these laces to a customer like this, so they're so bad I gotta cut them. These need to be vacuumed out for sure. So I'm about to bring the vacuum over because I see a few sneakers today that are really, basically I bought a Depop bundle. And they sent me the shoes so dirty. Look at this. Just sometimes how you get them, you know? These gotta be vacuumed out. Next, we got some Converse lifts. Laces are absolutely cooked. So get another pair of shoes where just don't waste your time. Just replace the laces. It's easier to replace most of the time. Because they're in really good shape. Look at them otherwise. The laces make them look terrible though. Converse lifts. These are really, really popular with the ladies. I sell a lot of these when I get them in. Alright, we back on that Depop bundle. Here's some Yeezy Boosts. I can't really tell if they're real though. I'm not really sure how to tell. I know the laces are cooked. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. I don't know how to tell if they're real or not. They have a legit Adidas tag. Men's 7. The laces are absolutely cooked for me. Bye-bye. I think I have a nice pair of circular white laces from some Jordans left over. I know it's not going to be the same, but these are really, really cooked. And we got some Yeezy Boosts, men's size 7. size. Like I said, I got these pretty dirty from somebody. Same Depop bundle. Look how dirty they sent them to me. Laces can be saved, or, well, I don't know. They're not horrible. But they're not the best. I think I can clean them as long as the other ones aren't too bad. Yeah, the dirt's like holding them in, man. It's crazy. These are some Nike lift shoes again for women. Yeah, women's 8.5. Yeah, I bought these shoes from a woman, obviously. I sell women's shoes as well. And she obviously wore an 8.5. Because the men's 7 Easy Boost translate to an 8.5 women's. But I've definitely got to get the vacuum out. Pretty nasty, pretty nasty. Hair all up in it. That's gotta go. Another hairy ass pair of shoes. Laces are smashed and dirty and cooked and hairy. I don't even want to deal with them. We're just gonna replace it. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna have to get the vacuum out because these are nasty. This Depop bundle I bought was just, I don't know. Probably shouldn't have done it. But I think I paid $13 a pair, and that's with fees, with shipping included. So it's not a horrible thing. I can make money on each pair. Like these Blazer mids, I used to get around $30 for them. In this condition, I should get 30. It's not too bad. This pair is absolutely disgusting. That's why I wear gloves. Hair all over. Lace is disgusting. This was a girl I bought these from, so she was obviously not the cleanest person. Again, these laces are cooked, dirty as hell. I don't waste my time. Converse lows, black, white. Time to get the absolutely time to get the vacuum. So we gotta vacuum these Converse. We gotta vacuum the Converse, the Blazers, the Nikes, the Yeezys, the Vans. I'm gonna vacuum these Jordans as well. These Panda Dunks are pretty nasty. I would say a critical part of the cleaning process is definitely not sending your customers hairy ass shoes. So right, I want to show you a little secret too. As you can see on these blazers, there's a ton of fraying on the outsides. Fabric shaper. This is mostly for the, when people wear socks in the shoes, and they put their foot in and out, and it leaves that, little sock residues behind. Just get that all off. All right. All the shoes are delaced, vacuum. We can get to cleaning. I gotta prep myself, psych myself up. All right. Vegetable brush, soft bristle brush. Give a little squeegee for my area. A little pen for all the stuff on the soles. Let's prep my little bottle here. I don't have any special soaps, special ingredient, just some Dawn Platinum. Great for grease stains, dirt. It gets in there, it cleans it up. I like it. That ain't blue enough for me. I need some more blue. More blue. That should do it. All right. Let's get these laces done first. I always like a slow drip. All right, let's get these black ones out of the way first. Very easy process. I think these black ones were for these Nike lows and the Jordans. All the other sneakers we have to pretty much replace. So first things first, I'm going to soak these down with soap. down with soap first. We are going to hand wash every single pair of laces that are unique to the sneaker or that we do not have in stock, especially if they're not that bad. We can clean them. How nice that these come out like this. The dirty water kind of runs off into the sink. It's a good little process. So flip them around, run them back the other way. That's it, quick clean. We just don't leave dirty laces on our sneakers that we clean. We clean every single pair. So be rest assured if you buy a pair of sneakers from us, the laces have either been hand washed, the shoes were already new, or we replace them with a brand new pair. We do not give dirty laces to our customers. Air dry. Show the sneakers that we are cleaning today. Jordans, Reeboks, Nikes, Pumas, some Easy Boosts, Vans, Converse. All right, let's work on these Reebok laces. They're a special cream color. They're a special length, so I do not want to toss them even though they were dirty. They're nothing special at all. They're a typical flat lace, but they are a special color to the sneaker, so I don't want to lose them. And when you scrub them like this, they stay flat. This is a good method because it gets one side of the lace for sure. Then you can flip them over and get the other side. It's not a bad method in my opinion. Keeps them flat. Then you simply flip them over like this to the other side. Especially when they're wet, they stay flat. That's it. Clean. It's cleaned up right away. You can tell I saw all the dirty spots cleaned right off. So these were not heavily stained, which is great. So we're going to go hang these up. All right, so what I like to do is I like to work on the worst, dirtiest sneakers first so that my evening gets easier as we go on. So first on the block is these Converses. These are, these are hurting. So let's get to rolling. We're gonna spray these down. vegetable brush I use to loosen dirt on the lower soles, and it works. Before you start scrubbing these soles, I would recommend you loosen any dirt with this brush. This is not going to clean the sole. It's just going to loosen dirt up. And I'm going to grab a new sponge. We're going to spray these again. We'll see how good we can get this dirt off. Or how well, sorry. Converse and Vans sneakers are going to eat your sponges alive. I usually say I lose a sponge for every pair of Converse and Vans. The soles are so rough on the bottom that, yeah, they rip them up. But it works. These are dirty as hell. As you can see, they clean up. Do they clean up perfectly? No. What I'll do is I'll keep scrubbing them just for a little bit. I'll even hit it with this brush. This kind of gets in all the cracks and crevices. It's just kind of a final solution. But anyway, let's get this canvas. It's really, really dirty. Let's see how they look. This is what you call a night and day transformation. Look how clean. Look at the other one. Look at that. Just night and day. So I paid about $11 for these. I won't make a lot, but I'll make some. All right, same process. Clean the lower soles first. Those were dirty. All right, let's do some dirt, especially on the front toe boxes. These Converses will rip your sponges up at the fronts. The toe box is extremely rough, which I guess is good. It protects your feet, but if you ever want to clean your Converses, man, it is tough. I absolutely despise cleaning Converse and Vans for this reason. Converse are some of the hardest sneakers to clean, I swear. Converse bands really make you go to work. They rip up your sponges immediately. But the transformation is amazing. It's already ripped up, so I'll grab another one. This really works. These sponges work amazing. All right, let's hit this canvas. I already sprayed it down with a lot of soap and water. These were almost gray from dirt. Let's wipe them down. What an absolute transformation. They're now black and white again. From absolutely disgusting back to normal. Let's put them to dry. Easy peasy. Actually, leave this here. Let's get into my next worst pair. Probably these guys. Look at this. These are beyond. We gonna bring them back. We gonna bring them back. These are hurting. All right, let's loosen all this dirt. These are really, really bad. Again, we're gonna loosen all that dirt around the lower soles. This is always my first step, is loosen dirt. I don't use this brush to actually clean the sneaker, but it is to absolutely loosen dirt. Now watch this. We're gonna hit it with a sponge. Watch the transformation, people. You'll be amazed. We're gonna take our used sponge that's already been used a lot, so we don't mess up the leather. Do a quick scrub. Watch this. Got a little pen. See about this little mark here. Bye-bye. the fabric portions. Get our soft bristle brush here. Clean the tongue. Clean the fabric in the rear. Ready? Watch how these are gonna look. Woo! Look at the difference. Oh man. Not bad, huh? Hell yeah. All right, let's spray these down. Again, let's loosen all that dirt. This brush is actually cleaning a lot, but it doesn't do the full job. You gotta get the sponge in there. But it does a damn good job. All right, let's scrub. Wipe down that leather. Let's get the fabric. Nice. Nasty to nice. All right, next nastiest. We got these little pumas. They're just as nasty as those Nikes I did. I'm dirtying them. Spray these down. Again, loosen that dirt. Ooh, I know these are gonna be tough. I don't know if this is actual dirt or rub down through the actual white. We're gonna take a new sponge to these. Let's see. Looks like that was pure dirt. dirt. Wow. Soles are going back to white. That's a beautiful thing. And they are perfect. And with these used sponges, scrub that Puma logo, scrub the leather. Let's see. It's a lot better. Let's compare. I'd say that's a whole lot of difference. So yeah, it's worth it to clean them. All right. Like I said, I like getting through my dirtiest shoes first. And as the night goes on, my work gets easier. But these are in really, really bad shape. These are dirty as hell. These sponges are already cooked. Just got off on some maintenance. These are putting me to work. See, the sponge is already cooked. Woo. All right. Let's get the rest of the shoe. transformation from absolutely cooked to absolutely sellable again. Back to black and white again, minus all the little frays. We gotta take care of those, but look at that. Not bad. Well, I've already cooked. Already cooked 4 sponges. Hey. All right, let's check this. Let's check this eBay offer I just got. Is it gonna be a low ball? I got some special edition Vans with the In-N-Out Burger drink cup colorway. I only got it for $25.99. No, $29.99. I got an offer for $20. Peace out. I don't know why people be lowballing so fucking hard, man. All right, let's work on these Panda Dunks. Real dirty. So far, every pair of shoes that I've cleaned today that were really bad came out amazing. I'm really happy about that. Which means there was no permanent damage to the shoes. The stains weren't all the way through to the paint. I'm sweating over here. I'm working. Woo. These are coming out very nice. It's Panda Dunks. At least I can tell the lower soles are back to white again. Tongues are really dirty. Leather's really dirty. Let's see what we can do. This rough fabric on the tongue, I always hit with this vegetable brush. You ain't gonna hurt it. The rest of the shoe, I'll use a very used sponge that's very soft. You can scrub the leather. These look great. Let's see. I said it's pretty clean. Let's side by side them. That's how dirty they were. Getting them back to clean, look good. Let's move on. Next shoe. Let's get ready to loosen that dirt on the lower sole. This is meant to get into all the areas the sponge won't go. And it's meant to loosen all the dirt and all the seams and crevices. Exactly where I can't get my sponge. All right, here we go. Night and day. No special soaps, no special tools. Just hard work. Bam, all right. Let's get the tongue, let's get the rest of the leather. Beautiful. Use sponge. We're gonna scrub all that bad leather. Oh yeah. All right. Absolute night and day. I ain't gonna lie, this session's been a little tougher. These shoes are pretty dirty. Last 4 pairs, I really had to put some work in. Next worst pair. Let's do these Jordan 1 mids. Look at those soles. Whole shoe's dirty. Tongue is dirty. Bottom of the sole is worn out. Looks like some gum on the bottom. These shorts, I think I paid $10 for. Can't get much for them. Probably asked for $15.99 or something. After you sell so many sneakers, you just kind of know what something's worth and the condition it's in. They aren't cooked. They are worn down, but they aren't cooked. They can't be worn. We're getting another new sponge for these. This one might have some life left. Let's see. These are rough, but we're going to compare. You got to hit these tongues, they are bad. They are pretty much brown when they're supposed to be white. Don't be afraid to get dirty. You will get dirty. Woo. It's working me the hell out. All right. Let's wipe all this leather down. Woo. All right, let's see. Now, these are not perfect. They look a whole lot better. Let's compare. I got paid $10 for these. I'm gonna try to get $15.99. Can't do much with them. They're worn down. But I'm not gonna throw them out. They're still wearable. I'll bless someone out there with a nice pair of Jordans for cheap. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sponges cooked already. New sponge again. All right. Let's wipe down these shoes. I mean, there's a thick layer of dirt on these, top to bottom. For sure, someone bought these, wore them, never ever cleaned them. Wore the shit out of them. Whew. All right, let's get this dirty tongue. Way better, way better. Whew. These shoes, these last 5 pairs have been tough. Way better, way cleaner. These will sell. All right. Got rid of that low baller on eBay. Something happened on Depop. Let's see. Someone wants me to sell. Someone wants me to buy some sneakers on their Depop, but I ain't doing it. They want way too much. Let's get some music back on. Okay, next word shoe. Probably these J's. All my sponges are cooked, boy. Woo. It's crazy how fast they go. All right. I'm 5 pairs in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo. All right, let's work on these J's. That was for sure dirty. Right, let's spray these down. These need a lot of love. We'll see how good we can get these. Get those bubbles. Let's scrub these fronts. Probably gonna break out a new sponge for these. Man, these are cleaning right up. Holy shit. All right, that's good news. That's really good news. So let's see how well we can get them. Definitely some flaws. I'm gonna get my most worn down sponge here. Just gotta wipe this pad leather down. I do not want to get it in the Velcro because it'll rip this sponge right into that. But I'm gonna close it and scrub it. Strap. All right, let's continue scrubbing these. All right, let's spray them again and hit it with a brush, soft bristle brush. All Boy, that patent leather just, when you clean patent leather, boy, it just absolutely shines. Now, I didn't get these perfect, right? They got a lot of flaws. But they cleaned up really nice. See, they got some paint missing over here. Man, those cleaned up. I mean, damn, you didn't really lowball that much. You know, Depop's been really interesting. Depop's been very, very interesting. That's all I gotta say. I've been selling more on Depop than any other platform lately. Very strange. I'm getting offers. People are actually paying. It's crazy. Depop used the land of lowballers, offer makers that never pay. I learned a little loophole on Depop, how to buy on there. I ain't gonna give away my secrets though. Basically, you can buy a shitload of stuff on someone's page for really cheap. Someone did it to me. That's how I learned. Let's just say I don't offer bundle discounts anymore. That's all I gotta say. I got absolutely schooled on there one time with a bundle discount. I was selling shoes dirt cheap. Alright. Let's get those bubbles. Alright, let's spray down this shoe and scrub it down. Got some very blatant stripes on here. We'll see if we can get them out. Came right off. Beautiful. Like I said, you do not want to get your sponge attached to that Velcro. It's hell getting it out of there. Ooh, I smell the wife cooking upstairs. This smells good. Woo. I don't know when I'm done though. Still got 6 pairs to do. All right, let's wipe them down. Actually, I gotta get this elephant print. Oh, let's let that ride. All right, let's wipe them down. You know, I got to play that non-copyright music, so I'm kind of stuck. Still got lots of scrapes back here. So I'm gonna work on those. All that came off. That's beautiful. Scrapes you can get off patent leather, but actual scratches, no. No. You're going to have to take that on the chin. Overall, I have to say these Jordans came out beautiful from how dirty they were. While they're kind of wet, I'm going to stuff the toes. Try to get those creases out. Try to work on those creases. Try to get them out. You won't get them out, but I'm trying to preserve the form of the shoe. These should come out really nice. Patent leather looks great. You be lowballing like a mother, man. When you see a sneaker company selling sneakers, they don't put the prices that they're putting on there because they feel like it. They put them on there because that's the damn price of the sneakers. That's the fair market value. I never hit people over the head with prices. I'm never at the top. I'm never at the bottom. I'm usually right in the middle. I take all reasonable offers. These are some Converse women's lift sneakers. You know, they raise your foot way up high. These are very popular. I sell these a lot. I love getting these. Women seem to like them. I'm 6'5". I don't need lifts, but you know, to each his own. I know women like to be tall. Some women don't care. Personally, I don't care. I love everybody the way they are. Short, big, tall. If you're a nice person, I'll hang out with you. I think that's what Jesus would do, is accept everybody for who they are. Now, there is some sins out there that I can't get along with, obviously. But to each his own, like I said, everyone wants their own pathway in life. I support you. But I won't do bad with you. How nice he's come out. Woo. This is how they kind of look. Lots of spots on them. 7.5 women's. We're gonna hit a few spots with these again. These are really dirty. These were a lot dirtier than the other side. Interestingly enough. It's weird, huh? Buy a pair of sneakers and the left sneaker will be 10 times dirtier than the right. I don't even know how that happens, but I see it a lot. Looks like one shoe you fucking went hiking in, and the other shoe looks like you just left it in the closet. I don't even know how that happens. Maybe you hurt your leg and had a boot on. I don't know. I don't know if I hit the other fronts like that. I'm gonna hit the other fronts again. All right. Let's do the canvas. All right. This came out really nice. Just rewind it back a second. Look at how dirty these were. Canvas looks new again. Woo. This came out very, very nice. Happy with these. Check them out. Look at that canvas. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. What's the next worst? I hate cleaning bands, so let's do the bands. I hate them. I hate cleaning them. Damn, the wife's cooking is smelling so good. Let's look at how dirty these are. Looks like they got spilled on. We already vacuumed them earlier in the stream. Hey, most of this staining is coming off, which is great. But we're definitely going to hit it with the. Damn, I wore these sponges down. There we go. these down. We want them to dry evenly. So we're going to spray these all down and get them damp all at the same time, right? I want these to dry even and not leave any water spots. So it's important that you, especially on shoes like this, so you get it wet all together. Yeah, beautiful pair. Look at that. Beautiful pair. Yeah, let's loosen all this dirt. I despise cleaning bands. Despise it. They are really tough. These front toe boxes are extremely rough. They hold in the dirt. They rip up your sponges. Alright, let's get them wet together. We don't want any part of the shoe to dry with water spots. Do a wipe down. As I said, I like cleaning the dirtiest ones first, and I end up with the cleanest. So it's only getting easier. Alright, let's do these pumitas. Pumitas. I'm gonna get rid of a lot of these sponges. This is how many I've been through already. Got some women's Pumas next. Got some shit in there. All right, let's get the shit out. Beautiful. These aren't too bad. They're just dirty. I believe the sponge will be able to clean these up really well. Let's spray them. This is ripping them up too. That's all right. Still should come out very, very nice. Remember, I'm dealing with used sneakers, so they're never going to be perfect. I never put any used sneaker, even if it's been used one time, I never even put excellent. I always put good, right? I want people to know that they're used, to make sure they look at the photos. Look how nice he's cleaned up. Beautiful. You can see the other one, how dirty it is. We got, after this pair, 3 more. We're cooking through. We're at an hour and 42 minutes. I have to see how that breaks down per shoe. When this is cooked, here we go with another one. Let's see. It's probably going to take me about 2 hours, 12 sneakers. What to look at the time per sneaker. But I do this to maximize profit. If I increase the value of every sneaker by at least $10, what's that an hour? If each sneaker took me 10 minutes, which I think is 2 hours, 12 times 60 minutes? No. 12 times 10 minutes is 120 minutes. That's 2 hours. So, 10 minutes a sneaker, $10 every sneaker. That's $120 extra, which is $60 an hour. So, that's worth it to me. $60 an hour just by cleaning some sneakers. Plus, any extra profit is well worth it to me. There are weeks I make $1,500, $1,600, sometimes $2,000 in a week just off selling shoes. Net. That's net, not gross. So it can absolutely be done, people. You gotta put in that work. You gotta have inventory. You gotta post every day. Beautiful. Oops. All right, people, we got 3 more. We hustling. My kids' soccer team's gonna have a party at one of the parents' houses. You know, they sent a group message to all the parents, and I said, "Hey, that sounds like a good party. I'm gonna put it on Marketplace and see who else wants to come. We'll see if they think it's funny or not. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that, but I thought it was funny. That should get them to pucker up a little bit, get a little worried." I don't know if these Yeezys are real or not. I'm really not sure. I don't know how to tell. I have no idea how to tell. I don't know if they're gonna like that joke or not. Everyone's dead quiet. There's like 19 parents on this on this conversation. Yeah, I'm gonna use this little bit harder brush here. These are pretty stained up. How can you tell if these are real? I never had Yeezy Boost before. I don't even think they're popular anymore. They got yellowing on the soles. What you think? They're dirty as hell. I don't know. These look really nice though. They look like they're really comfortable. I've never stepped foot in a pair. I don't really know. I assume some Yeezy Boosts. They cleaned up pretty nice. Two more pairs. All right, two more pairs. I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm tired of cleaning sneakers today. I don't know why I chose to do more than I normally do, but it was kind of some of these shoes were at the very tail end of a bundle, so I wanted to get the bundle over with. And the other bundle was only 6 pairs, so I kind of just felt like getting 2 bundles over with and get the door. Alright, let's clean these up. Got the leather and the suede clean. Tongue's pretty clean. Dang. Quite a stain right there. I haven't seen a lot of stains that don't come right up on leather like this. This must be a really tough stain. I don't know what the hell it is. Look at that one. It does not come up. Damn. Okay. Some blazers. Whatever stain was on the other shoe, it's not on these, so that's good. But you know, stains like that hurt. You know, it takes away value. So it is what it is. You know. Get that suede. Tongue. It's already really clean. These are in really good shape besides some stains that I saw. So wipe down this leather. Now you can get these at Burlington brand new for $40, so I don't sell these for a lot. These are probably 1999ers. Half price. Okay, that came off. Blazers. These are women's 8.5. Last but not least, got some Reebok joints with the gum sole. Let's see it. Let's see if I can clean these in 4 minutes. That'll be a 2-hour session. 12 sneakers, 10 minutes a sneaker. Not bad. I sell Reeboks every once in a while. I don't mind picking these up. I don't sell a lot of them. I sell once in a while. I don't know. Maybe people still like Reeboks. I don't know. Me, I've never worn Reebok in my life. Never really been a fan. The designs don't really hit me. still around. All right. Clean all this suede. This came out pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie. Some Reebok joints. All right, last shoe of the night. Thank goodness. I'm tired of cleaning sneakers. All right. Soak them down. Beautiful. Swipe them down. Ooh, that's it. 2 hours. Look at that. Reebok joints for women. Cheetah print gum sole. Clean as can be. Ooh. All right, people. That concludes the cleaning session. The shoes I cleaned today needed a lot of scrubbing, so they are not dry yet. So I'm not gonna get into a lacing session next. But basically, it's very simple, everybody. You just lace your shoes back up. A lot of these shoes, I took the laces out, so I need to replace them with new ones because they were too dirty. Make sure you clean your station, as always. Always important to keep your station clean. Sometimes water splashes up on this screen, so always wipe this down too. right, y'all. That concludes 12 pairs of sneakers all the way through. I'm not going to lace them up yet. They're still a little damp. So yeah, I'll lace them up next, take good pictures, and post them. All the sneakers you saw tonight will be on my eBay, Mercari, and Depop. I'm closing my Poshmark account. You can check my live sessions to find out why. But I'm John with Soul Sneaker Co. And that concludes. I appreciate it if you tuned in. Peace.